everybody. I'm back and I am just so excited to share a few more titles with you. This one is called Fry Bread. So, moving into multicultural literature, which is always a segment that I talk about in this course because I think it's so important for children to be able to see themselves. Um, Fry Bread is a great example of that. This is a Native American family story written by Kevin Noble Maillard, illustrated by Juana Martinez-Neal, who is a Caldecott Honor winner. Gorgeous, gorgeous book. It's beautiful. Of course, I'm going to take off the dust jacket as always, and this gives you the full span of what you will see on the outside of the book. But the cover presents a little bit of a surprise here because this is what we actually see on the outside cover. And this is just a picture of fry bread and all these different hands reaching for it. So it was really beautiful. Well, let's get going. This is what we see. Oops. There we go. This is what we see on the end papers, the end sheets. These are names of all the different Native American tribes, of many, many, many different ones. And this is the title page. Here we go. Fry bread is food. Flour, salt, water, cornmeal, baking powder, perhaps milk, and maybe sugar. All mixed together in a big bowl. Fry bread is shape. Hands mold the dough, flat like a pancake, round like a ball, or puffy like Nana's softest pillow. Fry bread is sound. The skillet clangs on the stove. The fire blazes from below. Drop the dough in the skillet. The bubbles sizzle and pop. Fry bread is color, golden brown, tan, or yellow, deep like coffee, sienna, or earth, light like snow and cream, warm like rays of sun. Fry bread is flavor. See beans or soup, smell tacos, cheese, and vegetables, delight in honey and jam. Rise to discover what brings us together. I just love these illustrations. So note how it just gives this kind of, it almost has like this overlying sepia tone. We can see that pencil has been used. We can see the color is very soft, so graphite and perhaps chalk as medium. It maybe even a little colored pencil in some places. It just, I'm seeing chalk for sure. There is just this wonderful richness and softness. So do you see how the illustrations read into the mood, with which you read the book? And I love that about this book. Fry bread is time. On weekdays and holidays, supper or dinner, powwows and festivals, moments together with family and friends. And I just even love the detail of the tattoo on her arm there. A sleeve all the way up her arm. I think that is just awesome. Fry bread is art, sculpture, landscape, portrait, our daily craft, shared from teacher to student, a cycle of heritage and fortune. And this really, to me, is just one of those books. It's just this gorgeous portrait of Native American life, culture, and family. Fry bread is history, the long walk, the stolen land, strangers in our own world. With unknown food, we made new recipes from what we had. And so you can see here, all the memories and the tales of what's being told is in the shadows, right? These dark shadows, and the American eagle here, just this notion of a darker past, but something coming out of it. Fry bread is place. Alaska, Kansas, all the way to Maine, down to Delaware, on to Georgia, over to Oklahoma, Colorado, and California. Cities and lands we call home. Fry bread is nation. And here you can see what's on the end papers is here in the background. Now, please forgive my pronunciation. I know that I might not be pronouncing all of these correctly, but I am going to attempt to pronounce all of them and speak all of them because they deserve to be said. Abenaki, Apache, Arapaho, Ojibwe, Onondaga, Oglala Sioux, Narragansett, Navajo, Nipmuc, Seminole, Shoshone, Sac and Fox, hundreds and hundreds of tribes. If this doesn't instill pride in those of Native American descent, what will? It's beautiful. Fry bread is everything. Round, flat, large, small, north, south, east, west, brown, yellow, black, white, familiar and foreign, old and new. We come together. It's a gorgeous sentiment. And as you see here in the illustration, what's happening is that there's this overtone of blues that's being used, and that is meaning to say that we are all the same thing. We are all connected. We are all one. And I just love those notions in any story, but in children's books especially. We come together so that in this illustration, that we are one with everything, with the world, with one another, because you cannot see distinguishing differences here. Fry bread is us. We are still here, elder and young, friend and neighbor. And so you see this beautiful kind of family portrait here and the diversity. We strengthen each other to learn, change, and survive. And then here the detail on the table where you can kind of see names written throughout, pictures drawn. Fry bread is you. Now, if I were presenting this in class the way that I wanted to, the way I had planned to, I would have made you this. This is a recipe for the author's fry bread, which I just think is, it's incredible. It's awesome. And so I thought, what a better way to present this in your classes. So if you're reading this to students, why not take advantage of that opportunity to have them enjoying fire bread as you're reading this story to them and then talking about all of the many things that you can address in here. And so the directions are here. I love a book with a recipe. I love recipes, so this really speaks to me. The other thing is you've got a good number of notes in the back from the author. He talks about different aspects of the book that may not be known automatically to people reading it who have no ties to Native American culture, who may not know anything about Native American culture. And so they tell you here, I want to just point out one thing here, and this is what I commented on, and this is what we saw throughout the illustrations of the children, which I just love here. Fry bread is color. The population of Americans that identify as Native American is diverse and varied. Of the 5 million people identifying as American Indian or Alaska Native on the 2010 census, slightly less than half, 2.2 million, claim that identity in combination with white or black ancestry. Today, over half of all the people claiming Native American ancestry marry and have children with people of a different race. Most people think Native Americans have always had brown skin and black hair, but there is an enormous range of hair textures and skin colors. Just like the characters in this book, Native people may have blonde hair or black skin, tight cornrows, or a loose braid. This wide variety of faces reflects a history of intermingling between tribes and also with people of European, African, and Asian descent. So I just thought that was a fabulous lesson that you can bring into any classroom. This is a new book. This just came out in 2019. And so I was thrilled when I saw it. And I had to just buy it right away. But look at all these notes. These are all things that you can build teacher lessons from in the back. And then there are actually some references here in the back. So if you're looking for other readings, if you're looking for, some academic references that you can use, I think this is just it's a great tool. It's a wonderful book. And just thank you to Kevin and Juana for creating it for us, and also thank you to the publisher Roaring Brook Press. Thank you, Macmillan Kids. It's a wonderful book. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to go on to our next title.